Mahila, I'm in the basement in my brother's place. So I'm getting ready for bed. I've been up. I threw up a little bit. I had a Dos Equis at the Regal tonight. And then I had Chewies before that, but it's really called Chews, like the way they spell it. My brother had been talking about it, and like he said the chips were good or whatever, so I'm like, okay, let's go there. And I knew that it wouldn't be good. Because I've been there probably like once before and didn't like it, but it was all right, not a big deal. But then I went to Regal and saw Fast 9, and the previews were great, I thought. And then you know I just kind of approach the day with mercy, just like everything else. Just stay calm and confident, like it says in Isaiah 28:30. I wasn't really thinking about like having a drink and having to take a leak. Like, I don't know, maybe I missed something. I don't know, but like I got up during the Tokyo section. Now there's symbolism that maybe they like switched it and it's a flux capacitor or something. I don't know. But if that happened, then oh well. Like, the woman at least saw it on her end, and it was a Han. That's what I was shown. So like, why would I need to see something like it's fine, it's no big deal. So but the part that disturbed me was Dom says to his kid that's in the cellar, he's like, come out, son. And like, he's like, B, come out, son. And like, I don't know, like my brother, like he wears clothes that have B on it or whatever, And Vin Diesel was saying like he was like the man or something. Like he's saying he's the Bethlehem Ephrata, like come out son, like son of man or something. Like he's got his own line of arms and stuff. Vin Diesel does. So I'm like, who's he talking to, And I'm like, do they have to do that Freemason stuff where they go to the dungeon with the frat boys who beat them up because they're like they said they were gay or something, I don't know. And then I'm thinking, like, does the woman know I'm not gay? Like, why is he saying that? Like, I don't get why everyone thinks I'm gay or something. Like, what the hell's going on? So like, I'm worried about that. But on the other hand, I'm like, no, like, even if they attacked me, I think I would be okay. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like Tyrese in that movie a little bit. That's where Tyrese comes in. And I feel like I would be all right actually. Like, or God would help me, or Baruch would come into it, or whatever. But like, and that's in the Bible, Barak, um, not Deborah, but Barak. Okay, so because when I was at West Point, I was with a guy named Ruckman, and like he was a swimmer too, and he had it. He was in a better squadron than I was. Like he had better people to deal with or whatever. That's just how it worked out. It was luck of the draw. So yeah, like I don't know. So then that worried me, but like I had a talk with my brother tonight, and I just said, look, like you have a, like I kind of said in without saying it like this way, I said you have it good. Like, don't forget, that like things are good. Like, we got past the COVID, like, even if the job kind of sucks, like, you have a job sort of thing, like, and that was at Chewy's. And like, cause he's been real down, my mom said like, he's been in a real bad mood. So I was like, and he kind of brought it up. So then like, I told him what I thought, and I just tried to tell him like, don't let the stuff get under your skin. And like, I said, like, girls instinctually try to push and push for like more, like for their guy to prove stuff. And I was like, look, if your wife does that, like, it's instincts, like, don't use it against her. Like, just realize, like, that's just how they are. Like, and I said even mom is like that, and like I gave examples and stuff, like, and I said, like, that's where I fucked up. Like, you know, like, I'm not good at dealing with that. So, but he is good at dealing with it. He's just letting it be get under his skin lately because of stuff at work. Like, he's got women at work too who are weird. I don't know, but so, but it's not a big deal, It's but like he was making it a big deal or whatever. So, um, but he's super stable and stuff. Like, he'll be fine. So, so they had that in the film, and then I was like I went to Shiloh today. I went to the mall today, and like got a Coke and stuff. I was like like I was sweating a lot today because it was so humid, and like I sweat on the paper in that video because I was trying to make a video in the humid car, like, and then I was wet from like the Shoto like water, and like I didn't have a towel, like I just kind of did things my way today. I don't know, and then like um but I didn't go that far in the mall. I just went kind of a little bit past the food court and then turned around and went back to the car. Like, I just got a Coke and left. I was like, no, I'm not going to check it out. Like, whatever. But, uh, but yeah, like I got up during the Tokyo section and like, I don't know what I missed. I was like, I had to go really bad. Like, I had to take a leak. And I'm like, I'm not going to leak in my chair. Like I got to take a leak. It's one of those alcohol leaks. Like, I had to. And like Blake, he had a jar of a drink of a margarita, and they put it in a jar like my aunt Dee Dee used to jar food and stuff and like jellies and stuff. So he had that jar in the symbolism that I had just a regular, like it was a take home souvenir cup, but like just kind of a regular one, um, for the Dos Equis. So so and then yeah, it's all good though. So then I was thinking a little baby, and he says, like, goblins, they sold all of them names. And I was like, you know, that goblin symbolism came up today because Blake was like, maybe go back to basics, like with it all. And, um, like, that was his take on it. Like, he said he needs to get back to basics, like, just thinking like a different mindset. So I was thinking like Green Goblin. I'm like, goblins, the YS, old, all them names or something, like, that guy from Skid Row just died. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I can't, like, I can't do anything right now. Like, I'm stuck here. Like, I don't do anything anyway. I just like at home, like in Las Vegas, like I drive, like I drive at night and stuff. But like, I can't do that here, cause like I'm sitting here in the basement, like, um, you know, like I'm sitting here in the basement, like I can't go anywhere. So, yeah. Um, all right. Well, just keep faith and mercy in your heart. And look, I mean, I've been dwelling over this deal for like months and months and months, like basically 510 days. I've been dwelling over this seal. What's it mean? And I guess I missed it today. So that means like Miss Seal IoT or something, like Missy Elliott. And like no one thought to tell me anything. Like no one, like I don't understand the language. Like I don't understand anything. And like everyone, Mr. Tackpin says, well, you just have to trust me. Like I don't have the paper. And like, that's fine. I don't have the paper either. I don't have a lot of papers. It's all way back, and I can't find it. And then like I'm making visions. I don't even know what they mean. I'm trying to decipher them when I'm like swimming or something and I don't even know what it is. And then like Grox, like he's just stuck on the president's being evil. Like Gitalis, like he's trying to manipulate stuff or something. And look, with Gitalis, like, yeah, I said that stuff about, Kraft or Cody or whatever, but like they're no better than him either. Like I'm sorry for what I said. Like I put it in like a derogatory sense or like ego jock sense, and like that's not what I meant at all. So sorry about that. And like, he's super smart. Like yeah, I just don't get like why no one tells me anything. Like no one tells me anything. And I think I missed the seal. Like but like, if the love here's the thing. If the love is there, who cares? That's what love is free, man. Like love is uh, I mean, yeah, like there's games and stuff that you play, but like this Euphrates stuff, like it's not really a good deal. Like, getting redeemed or whatever, like I don't understand it. Like I'm too stupid to even know like anything about it. Like I'm thinking redeem in the Bible is like, okay, you know, the woman sees who comes before me in the deal on the Olympics and like, you know, is ready or something. Like I don't even you get what I'm saying? Like I didn't think it was like I had to watch some scene in like the film, I had to take a leak. I mean, should I go to the film tomorrow? Like like I just don't think I don't think that Jesus is gonna like judge me on something like that. And like what? If no one's made it to fly, then it's time. Like just do that. Like Ezekiel 13, like why does it have to be a bad thing? Like if I have to go to the guillotines and like get waterboarded or something, like that I'm fine with that. Like that's my fate then. Like I don't know, people walking around upstairs. I don't know what that was going on. I probably gotta be quiet. But yeah, like look, it could be the dogs. Look, don't worry, okay? Little baby knew about this stuff. Like don't worry, alright? God's gonna help me out. Like I believe in Isaiah 51. How many times do I gotta tell y'all that? I believe in Isaiah 51. God said never again. So I mean what? Like if I get waterboarded, I'll be saved from that too. Alright, you know. Don't forget, they tried to attack the Capitol, and then Trump was not back in office. Okay? Like, even God saw me through that, even with this deal going on, which is crazy. Alright. My thing is, like, if the love is there, then none of this other stuff matters, And, like, no one has to do anything. Like, I used to say, like, oh, it's the game or whatever. And, like, see, like, the girl I was with, she'd be like, no, I don't want to play the game. So, like, now, like, why? Like, I don't get it. Like, This Euphrates, like, it's not the end all be all. This Euphrates deal, like, a lot of that stuff in the Bible, like, we got to surpass that. Like, it's like the Word of God put burdens out there and was like, see what you do with this. It's not like, that decides who you are or what your love is. That's the clause, man. That's Book of Eli. That's Commissioner Gordon and Book of Eli. That's not love. That's not what Jesus said. That's not what Jesus said.